J got them bees rocking. Preso, baby. Welcome to Straight Facts. I know you gon' feel it. All good vibes, so please save your opinions. See why I ain't here to judge, so don't be looking for a critic. Do this combos out of love and help to spread some recognition. We can talk about your favorite team and how they got you feeling. Overall growth and understanding is the mission. So just kick back and listen and analyze what's mentioned. You can even pull up next and share your thoughts. Come on, let's get it. Welcome to Straight Facts. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to Straight Facts, man. Hey.
Welcome to Straight Facts Podcast. This is your host, CYTV. And this is a special one, man. This is exclusive holiday special. Someone who's well recommended. Somebody who's been hustling, got it out the mud. Ever since I met, been genuine, humble, hard worker. I want to bring to the show Alasia Gamillion, Simple Sweet Creations.
What's up?
The owner.
Man?
What's up with you?
What's up? Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How you been doing?
I've been pretty good. How about you?
I've been okay, man. Just trying to get everything lined up. You know, the holidays and stuff coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Hey, look, you know I know.
And I know you've been busy and stuff like that. So I appreciate you. Let me pull up on you, man, in your establishment or whatever, and kind of disturb your peace a little bit while you getting these cakes and things ready. So, but this was well recommended, man. A long time coming. We supposed to been linked up.
Oh, yeah.
But what I tell everybody is all about God's timing.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you, man. And let's get into this thing.
All right, let's go.
So how I start my show with everyone, man, I like to get a background on them and find out like where you grew up at and talk a little bit about your childhood.
I'm from Aiken, South Carolina. You know, the big A.
Yeah, okay.
But my childhood, listen, I was a bad kid.
Oh, yeah?
I used to get into stuff.
Okay.
I used to get into stuff, but you know, I grew up with my mom, my dad, my brother.
So it was just you and your brother as far as siblings?
Yeah.
Okay. So did y'all grow up did y'all have like a church household, or was it like, because most of us that grew up in the South and stuff around here, even though we was like in the hood or whatever, we still was in the church. Yeah. So did y'all grow up in the church and anything like that?
My mama had us at Second Baptist at 7:45 every Sunday.
For sure, man. Okay, so talk about growing up with your brother, man, and how was it coming up in Aiken? Talk about the pros and cons of living in a small town.
It was, growing up with my brother was my potato. So, it was nobody finna bother his little sister. And it was like, something go wrong, I'm like, my brother, let me go get my brother. But, when I turned 7, we moved to North Augusta. Okay. So, like, 1st grade through 12th grade, I was in North Augusta.
Okay. Yeah. So, did you play any sports growing up?
I did. I played basketball.
Okay, let's talk about that a little bit, man. Because the reason why I like to talk about sports and stuff, especially with females, because I wanted to show the youth that you can always do multiple things, and that might lead to something else later on in life that you ain't even think about. So let's talk about sports growing up and playing basketball and how much it meant to you as a child.
Basketball meant everything to me. My brother, he used to play NBA 2K all the time, so it's like LeBron became my favorite player. Okay. So it's like playing the game and watching my brother play for North Augusta, I was like, yeah, I want to play basketball like my brother. Yeah, so when we moved to North Augusta and started, found out about the rec league, I started going from there.
It was a rap.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure you learned about the Peace Jam and stuff going on out there. So you played a lot of rec ball, or did you play for the school?
I played rec ball up until 6th grade because I had got sick and I had ended up in the hospital for 2 months. So that kind of, the end results of me being in the hospital, I ended up with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. So that kind of stopped my basketball career, and that was just like, dang. Wow.
Yeah. So going through that as a kid, like how much did that mean to you, man, not being able to play something that you love and then learn about something that you wasn't even familiar with? Like, how was your mental at that time?
It was everywhere, like, because I was missing school. I didn't get to see my friends. In the hospital with tubes and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, like, because the doctors are telling me like, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Gamillion, we don't know what's going on, because they had to actually, I had to get in the ambulance and go to the hospital in Atlanta, because Augusta just they didn't know what was going on. So it was scary because it's like, dang, the doctor's supposed to know. Exactly. And they don't know, so it's like, now I don't know.
Exactly.
So it was definitely scary.
For sure. So the end result was, you said juvenile arthritis, but it was something that you was able to obtain and fight through and whatnot. So after that, being diagnosed with that, was you able to continue to play sports, or it was a wrap after that?
It was kind of a wrap after that because like my bones and joints just wasn't
Okay.
They wasn't the same.
Okay, so we're gonna speed it up a little bit, man, and talk about, you know, after high school, after graduating. So when you got out of high school, did you is cooking something that you always wanted to do?
When I got to high school, they was like, you need elective classes, and they was like, we got culinary open. I'm like, culinary. I was like, all right, just throw it in there. So as time progressed on, I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. I like this. So after I graduated, though, I was like, I want to be a physical therapist. You know, so I went to college, went to USC Aiken for physical therapy. But I was like, yeah, nah, I don't.
That ain't nothing you had a passion for.
Yeah, it was. I didn't have a passion for it.
Wow. So what made you like get back into that culinary lane? Like, was it something that you seen? Somebody gave you like advice? They done seen you cook before? What made you get that love, that passion for it?
Once I got to college and realized, you know, I don't think this was for me. Right before I graduated high school, my granddaddy passed away, and I got my granddaddy on my necklace. So my granddaddy was like my best friend. And when I was in high school baking, he purchased the first red velvet cake I ever made. He bought it from me. Wow. And he was like, Scoot, this is going to be your money maker. And I was like, but it's like after I realized physical therapy wasn't me, I was like, maybe my granddaddy was right.
Wow.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah. I'm going to see what it is for real.
For sure. And so while you was attending in college, like what was that experience like? Because I want a lot of people that's thinking about, the youth that's thinking about going to culinary school, art school, want to be chef, all that. Like what was that experience like attending it in college? It was
an amazing experience. Like it's like baking is an art. Like culinary is in the name, culinary arts, and it's basically like when you baking and doing all this stuff and creating different things, it's just like, oh man, like okay, I did this. Like the creativity that I put into it is like, oh, I did that. Like that's nice.
And see, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, what's your favorite part about like baking for people? Because again, it is an art. Like you know, a lot of stuff we look at the surface of things, but just like we were talking about earlier about rail cuts, shout out rail cuts, barbering, it's an art. Cooking, it's an art. Like things like that. So, what is your favorite part about baking for others and seeing like how they look, the response and everything like that? What's your favorite part about all that?
My favorite part is definitely when the customers actually get it and then they go home, they try it, and then they text me like, oh my god, like this is good. And I'm just like, that really make me feel good for real. Like I'm really doing something positive and I'm doing something good with my life.
For sure. And that's what all that matters, man, because like you started the show, you said you was bad as a juvenile, so hearing that your whole mindset done changed and saying that you want to, you know what I'm saying, bring positivity and seeing smiles on people's faces, it just show the growth that you went through as a young lady or whatnot. So that's good that you, even all the bad experiences, that's why I tell people like everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Went through what you've been through when you was in the hospital and not being able to follow through with basketball. It led you through this. So it's all about God's timing. Everything got a way of working out. For sure, man. So I want to talk about that name that you came up with for your business. What went into it? What inspired the name? And let's talk about that a little bit.
When I first came up with my name, it was just simply Sweet Creations. It was just okay, this just, you know, simple sweets, cool. So when I actually went through the process of trying to get my LLC, the name was already taken. So I was like, I got to come up with something different that nobody got. And my granddad that passed away, his last name was Simpkins, and we used to call him Simp. Okay. So with my nickname being Lay and his nickname being Simp, and my granddad being my best friend, my mom was like, you should put that together, Simply. That's still Simply, but it's Simply. I was like,
that's fire.
You know what? I like that. So
that's hard.
We roll with it.
And see, a lot of people, and that thing makes a difference because as I start to learn about business and things like that, the names and stuff that catch people's eyes, it makes a whole difference of how people support you. And then once they hear the story behind it, that makes it even better. So that's nice how you giving honor to your grandpops, and he gonna always be with you, man, spiritually and whatnot. So I love that. That's a good way to come up with a name. So I want to talk about some of the success that you've been having, being that you're still young. And pretty sure you're pretty fresh in it. You've been doing it since high school and stuff, cooking and stuff like that. But as far as being an entrepreneur, I've been saying that you're very successful. So what does it mean being a 3-time SBA Baker of the Year nominee?
Listen, it's an honor. Like to be in the room with a bunch of different people that get recognition from everywhere else too as well. You know, shout out to them because, you know, they've been doing it longer than I have. So it's like for me to be in a room with them and I'm younger, it's just like, okay, I know I'm doing something right. I know I'm put in rooms with people that, you know, are doing amazing. So it's like, it's a good feeling.
So I want to ask you this. What do you think has gotten you like that though? Like, do you think it's like your ability to listen to others, studying, research? What has gotten you successful at this young of an age?
I feel like I'm the type of person that I feel like the more I learn, the more I understand that there's more stuff I have to learn. So it's like, okay, I'm always open to listen, like constructive criticism. I'm always open to listen about different stuff, like teach me stuff. I love to learn different stuff. So it's like when somebody teach me one thing, I'm like, okay, so now I need to figure out what I can learn about this now.
Exactly. Yeah. And see, that's what everybody got to learn. You got to have thick skin, being able to take constructive criticism, because all it is make you better or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But majority of it, it'd be great remarks, positivity and stuff like that. But you're going to get the negative. That's just the motivation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about it. Is it any, because I always like giving flowers. So is it any other cooks, chefs, bakers that you want to give flowers to that you might know from the area, or not even from the area, that you might know personally or whatever?
My stepdad. Definitely want to shout out to my stepdad. He's been in my life since I was 7, and he definitely the way that his drive and determination in the kitchen is just I like his determination. So it's like I know if I keep pushing, I can be the best I can be. The best version of myself. My culinary arts teacher, Miss Butler, she paved the way for me, because she pushed me to go hard. Even on days I'm just I'm not making no cake.
Sure,
I'm sitting in school I'm not about to make no cake, and she was like, Chameleon, you gonna make this red velvet cake. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then you got Jalen, she's in the area, she makes sweets. Tyra, she makes sweets. Sojourner, she's in Augusta, she makes sweets as well. So it's they all motivate me, all of us in the area doing the same thing. It's we really doing good.
Exactly. And what I love is it's a lot of females and stuff like that. Because again, people like to judge a lot of African Americans, say we don't get along and stuff like that. But from what I hear, it's a lot of support. Y'all supporting each other and motivating each other like that. So because at the end of the day, it's enough room for everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good. So shout out to all of them that's been talented and motivated you as well. So I want to talk about the ebook and things like that, because I want to show people the business side of you. And let's talk about that. And what things are you teaching on the ebook, and what do you think it will help others with as well as for their businesses?
So my ebook is called How to Start a Business. I touch bases on baking wise, and just strategic methods to use, as even if you're not a baker, you feel me? So I touch bases on marketing wise, when it comes to social media, because social media is going to be your biggest promotion. So it's how you can utilize social media to promote your business, how you can, get your business more exposure out there, even if you don't, I'm not a social media type of person. Thanks. You don't always have to put your face in the camera just to promote.
Exactly. It's all about the product. You know what I'm saying, and getting it out there, and it's other avenues and other ways. So that's basically what you're showing on your ebook or whatnot. So is it already out? How do they purchase it? How can we
it releases on my birthday next month, December 28th.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Sagittarius.
Capricorn.
Oh,
yeah, Capricorn. Yes, sir. But yeah, it releases on my birthday next month. I'll have it on my website, so people can, go to my website and they can purchase it.
Okay, then that's what's up, man. Because I've been hearing about ebooks, and it's good that you're just trying to show others that you they can also learn. You know what I'm saying, as well. So shout out to that. I want to talk about YouTube and the importance of it. And I see you just dropped your YouTube page, and you're trying to get better and bigger with it. So let's talk about the importance of social media. And also shout out to you, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? One of the famous ones around here. You know what I'm saying? 30 stacks on there, man. Followers. So let's talk about the importance of social media, man, and what it means to you for your supporters.
Social media is it's a huge platform. Nowadays with this generation, social media is everything.
It is.
So it's I feel the best way, I talk about it in my book, the best way to market is social media. You got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you got everything. So I just feel and YouTube. So I just feel if you promote, there's people out there, the algorithms will pull people from different states and whatnot. So I feel utilizing that will give you way more exposure to people in different areas.
Exactly, because you don't want to put yourself in a box. You know what I'm saying, especially with the talent that you have. So okay, so what are some of your future goals and plans that you see for your business and your company?
Some future goals, I really want to expand my baking business. I want to have different franchises in different states. I want to give Lil Debbie a run for her money.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, let's do it. You gotta manifest that.
Oh
thing.
yeah, I gotta give her a run for her money.
For sure.
But
man.
yeah, I definitely want to have like different franchises. Like people, like, oh my god, let me go to Atlanta and go to Simply Sweet Creations and try her sweets.
Exactly. So
yeah.
have you thought about like food trucks and stuff like that? Cause I can see that.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it honestly because I've been doing a lot of events in the past couple years, and I'm just like, I feel like a food truck would help me better, you know, transport and get my sweets out there and to my destination better than trying to fit everything in a car. So yeah.
So that's good that you weighing different options and try to come up with bigger and better ideas to grow your company. So shout out to that, man. I got a few more questions. I'm gonna let you get on out of it because I know you got a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving tomorrow. So I want to talk about as far as your overall business. Are you specifically a baker? Or do you do like other different types of catering items?
I'm just specifically a baker. Okay. Just a baker.
What's your favorite thing to bake? And what are you mostly probably known of that you think?
I'm known for red velvet. Definitely known for red velvet. Whether it's the red velvet cake, the red velvet brownie bites, the red velvet cheesecake, the red velvet cookies. People be sending me tagging me and stuff on Facebook like they got red velvet cinnamon rolls, and I'm like,
they want me to make it now.
They want me to make it.
Yeah, so that's what's up, man, because red velvet has been a staple into like especially a lot of African American homes. So and from what it sounds like because that was the first thing you baked for your grandpa, right? So it seemed like from that whole experience, it took you to now what you're very known for and darn and famous for.
Yeah. So
that's what's up, man. So all right, the last thing I want to get into is the importance of family. How much does family mean to you, man, as far as like the support, being able to, you know, when them days get tough and stuff like that, being able to, you know, get you together and get your mind right. So how important is family to you as a whole?
Family is extremely important. Like, I'm a family-based person, and like I just feel like family, when you know, everybody has friends, you know what I'm saying, but it's like at the end of the day, family is family. Like,
exactly.
Blood is blood. So
sure.
It's like when I feel like I'm having bad days, I call my mama, I call my grandma, and my mama, like, she'll push me and give me motivation. My dad will give me motivation. My brother, last year, he had texted me at the beginning of the year. He was like, I want you to turn your hustle up a notch. And I screenshotted it and made it my screensaver. And I went crazy last year.
I love it, man.
So it's like the support is like they actually know that I have people around me that support me and they want to see me successful. It pushes me to be a better person.
Exactly, man. And from what I hear, like your whole mindset, it sounds like you're on the path to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Manifesting, doing the right things, networking with the right people, learning from the right people. You know what I'm saying? Being able to listen. And still, like, you know what I'm saying, keep your whole boldness and your path too, you know what I'm saying, not letting nobody run over you. So shout out to you, shout out to all the success, and this is just only the beginning, you know what I'm saying. So let these folks know though how they can see all your videos, how they can get in touch with you, like how they can order, all that stuff like that.
If you go to Facebook and go on search up Alasia Gomillion, ALAZIA Gomillion, that's my personal page. You can also follow my business page at Simply Sweet Creations, SIMPLAY. You can also follow me on Instagram, the same name, Simply Sweet Creations, or you can follow my personal page, The Real Chef Lay.
For sure.
And make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube.
Oh yeah,
The Real
subscribe,
Chef Lay.
man. And cut that notification bell on too, so every time she drops something, y'all get that bell, man.
Yes,
and as y'all can see the creations from it. It's just a little sample. Everything else still cooking, so y'all can see, man. So it's gonna be good. So shout out to the whole team. We appreciate you, Laser, man. You know, all success coming in the future. Thank you for coming on Straight Fast Podcast too. And this is only the beginning. We'll see y'all next week on the next episode of Straight Fast Podcast. This your guy CYTV.
The Real Chef Lay.
Yes, sir.